Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kyra and today we're going to be duping 5 items off of my ULTA Wishlist or favorites list from my very own collection. In this current world order, pandemic, whatever you want to call it, I know a lot of us, if not most of us, are trying not to spend our money on things like makeup. And to be honest, what a relief. The pressure is off for me to be buying new things. The current sort of content realm is starting to focus on using what you have here on YouTube, and I think this is something that we've all been wanting for a long time. Not to have all those new releases pushed on us every single day, every single video. So I wanted to encourage you guys to do a similar activity like what I'm bringing to you today, where you take a look at your wish list, whether it's on Ulta, Sephora, ColourPop, what have you, any website or store that you might be interested in purchasing makeup from, and then dive into your own collection category by category and kind of see if you have anything that's similar, that would look similar, that would perform similarly, that would serve the same purpose. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first thing that has been on my wish list for quite some time was something that I had seen on Louise Poston's channel. I will link her down below. There is a blush from Lancome called the Blush Subtil in the shade Miel Glace. And it's a really beautiful, sort of sheer but luminous, neutral leaning cool with the sheen. Like the sheen is cool tone, but the base is neutral to maybe a little bit warm. One of my most favorite blush that I own in my collection is the e.l.f. Online Only is what it's called on Ulta's website, in the shade Mellow Mauve. This is the exact same thing. It's definitely like a warm base, like a terracotta base, but then it has like a cool tone shift to it, and it's really, really beautiful. It is somewhat sheer, it's beautifully buildable, and it's one of my favorite blush in my entire collection. It's in my unofficial project pan this year because I want to give it a lot of love and stop neglecting this one because I have more expensive products in my collection. I also think the Pillow Talk blush from Charlotte Tilbury, if you happen to have that one, would also be a very similar product to the one from Lancome. The blush from Lancome is $32 and this one is $3. The point of this video is not really about price because I'm not encouraging you to go out and buy either one of these, but if you happen to be interested in the Lancome blush or even the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk blush, I think you could really substitute either one of those at a way cheaper price with this e.l.f. Mellow Mauve. It's a very high-end feeling and performing formula, and I just love it. I have for several years. The next product on my list is the iconic London Brow Silk and Brush for $25. This is something where it is a creamy product in a compact with a brush, and you kind of use it like you would a clear brow gel. That being said, and you may have heard me mention it in a couple of videos prior to this one, I've been trying out soap brows. I did pick up this little soap dish as well as a bar of the Pears glycerin soap, transparent glycerin soap. And so these two products together are $8.75 compared to the $25 product from Iconic London. Are they the exact same formula or product or even packaging? No, but this is a far better deal. This soap is going to get nasty and disgusting before I can ever consider using it up, and it's like a fraction of the cost. In fact, on the reviews on Amazon, I heard so many people say they find this frequently at the dollar store. So you might be able to get this entire little setup here for $2 if you go to the dollar store. And this really does the same thing. It's a transparent product that is meant to hold your brows in place when you use it with a spoolie and some water or setting spray. I already have the spoolie and the setting spray, so that's not included in the cost. So I can go ahead and just cross off that iconic London one. I also can put out of my mind the similar product that is out or coming out from Patrick Ta, which I was also interested in. So I'm really excited that I can just have my brows do their thing, stay in place all day, look how I want them to look, and it's costing me pennies a month, if that. For the next product, I had to kind of think about this in terms of what was the point, what was the draw on the product that was on my wish list, and how did that translate into my collection into similar products. So the product is the MAC Glow Play Blush in the shade Cheeky Devil, which is described as a light pink, for $30. The thing that really attracted me to this product was, first of all, the color. It's just a really pretty, soft, warm pink, and with spring on the horizon for some more than others, I would have to assume. I think it's just something that I was craving, a fresh pink blush. I was definitely interested in the texture of the Glow Play blushes, but, and you know, I'm still intrigued, I'm still curious, but I think honestly, at the point that we're able to go back out to stores and things like that, if I was able to go to a MAC stand, which I have in my Ulta, I could just swatch the blush to get a feel for the formula and what that's like. What really drew me in was the color. All of that is to say, my dupe, the product that I'm substituting for this other product on my wish list, is the Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Puff. And this is so similar. Again, it's, you know, it's a creamy formula. It's not like a putty, bouncy type formula like the MAC blush, but again, like I said, it was more the color that I was looking for than anything, and I have been loving this. I'm still gonna get that soft sort of watercolor effect on my skin because I'm using a liquid / cream blush, but I'm also going to get that really pretty soft pink shade for spring that's just going to really light up the face. So I'm really excited that I was able to find this in my own collection, cross this one off my list. Like I said, I'm still interested in the texture, and you may have seen in the beginning of the video that I had another color on my wish list as well, which was more of a nude blush, but I really don't need that one either. If you want a bonus dupe for the nude one that I'm putting on the screen right here now, I think that my Flower Beauty Blush Balm in the shade Pinched would suffice just as well. But the price difference between the MAC blush, MAC is $30, the Cloud Paint is $18, so you're still getting quite a savings there. Hopefully you knew I was going to throw at least one eyeshadow palette in here, and I was able to dupe one that I was very, very close to actually purchasing with my points that I have saved up at Ulta right now. I can never just save my points. Once I have enough to get something that I've been wanting on my wish list, I will usually go ahead and order it. So the product that I had really been wanting was the BH Cosmetics Romantic Nomad Palette for $12. I really like these sort of muty grayish sort of spring colors in this palette. However, at the same time, my brain was like, I know you have these shades in your collection, and what I ended up coming out with is actually more expensive than the product that was on my wish list, but ultimately when you think about it, it's not more expensive because I already own this product. Now if you were to go out and purchase one or the other product today, my dupe would be a little bit more expensive, but both I would consider rather affordable. And the palette that I'm using to dupe the vibes of this eyeshadow palette is the Emily Edit The Wants with Makeup Revolution. And you can see here that this is very similar to the Romantic Nomad palette. We have a lot of the same sort of spring colors, but like slightly grayed out or slightly deeper than the more pastel or brighter tones that we can sometimes associate with spring. I actually think, if at all possible, I'm gonna pull this out either this month or next month for Shop My Stash. I'm already Shop My Stash for Peachy Vibes this month. That's not to say I can't pull this out and use it. Let me know if you want any specific videos with this palette, if you're still crushing on this palette, you need more looks, you want some new inspiration, I'd be happy to do that. But I think for me, this is definitely going to serve that purpose in place of the Beige Romantic Nomad palette. And you know, I'm kind of excited that I was able to find an eyeshadow dupe or vibes dupe in my collection, because I think that's kind of the hardest part in terms of duping things off of my wish list. There are other palettes on my wish list from Juvia's Place specifically where I could dupe the palette through several palettes that I already own, and that's great too. I can go ahead and cross those palettes off my wish list that I think I have the shades from, even if it's in multiple palettes. But this one I felt like I kind of just duped the overall vibe altogether, and I'm really excited. The last product is a lip product, and while I have duped this product, I still want to try this formula. This is the Persona Season 1 lip gloss in the shade Shortcake. It's described as a sheer mauve, and it costs $16. I love a sheer wash of mauve on my lips. When I have my true lip color or lip tone showing, my lips are more mauve than anything. In an effort to find a sheer mauve lip product, I actually probably have several. If I wanted something a little bit more shiny, I could use my little Buxom Dolly Full-On Lip Polish, or I could use my L'Oreal Color Riche Shine in the shade Varnished Rosewood. That's pretty mauvey, although I think that one leans just a little bit more plum than the one I'm going to show you today. But the one that I'm going to dupe the Persona lip gloss with is the new L'Oreal Super Lustrous Shine lipstick in the shade Glazed Mauve. And it is sheer, and it's very mauvey or mauvey, and I just love this. I think it's so pretty, and I'm so glad I picked it up. It does have a scent, probably just like a vanilla scent, and it's pretty light. These are $10, and like I said, they are new. I have another shade in my Shop My Stash for April, so that is my dupe for that, and there was a savings there too. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little video today. I was able to cross 5 things off of my wish list, though I would still like to try a Persona gloss. I'll probably just choose a different color. The point of this video, like I said, is just to encourage you to do a similar activity, especially if you're stuck at home right now, you're looking for something to do, or you're having the temptations to go on your wish list and purchase some products, even though you feel like you probably shouldn't given the current world and possibly your financial circumstances. Go into your collection and see what you can dupe off of your wish list. Even if you have to mix things, even if you have to mix together 2 blush to get the shade of a blush that you desire, you still have that blush, you just have to mix 2 together, and then you're saving whatever money you might have spent on that product. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you are staying safe and well, and I hope if you are wearing makeup right now, all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful makeup days, and I will see you in my next video soon.